now on my side two MVPs who have made together a session. Please introduce yourself.
Thanks, Carsten. My name is Michael Rüfli. I'm working at IDnetics in Switzerland as a cloud architect, and I'm also MVP for cloud and data center management since this July.
Ah, okay. This is a long expertise, the longest name you have. Right?
The longest name?
Yes.
Yeah, it's hard to spell. Sometimes I struggle myself with cloud and data center management.
Yeah.
CDM is shorter and easier.
Yeah. Okay, and?
I am your husband and also MVP for Hyper-V. Thank you very much. And I'm doing work in Germany, mostly in the hoster and service provider area, implementing Hyper-V, storage spaces, and some great system center and web solutions.
And your session was about what theme?
About the software-defined storage from Microsoft, so-called storage spaces and scale-out file server. So that was the topic we covered, and we tried to do a deep dive in a manner everything can follow, everyone can still follow. So, did you see the session?
Yes, I saw it. I was in it, and it was interesting. Yeah.
Okay.
So maybe you have divided the sessions in two parts. So which part have you done?
I've done the scale-out file server and a little bit SMB3. It's a protocol you use from a hypervisor or a SQL database to connect to the system. The scale-out file server is a high available solution, and Michael or Michael covered the great storage spaces stuff, yes?
Yeah, I try to explain how storage spaces works under the hood, because this is how it really works. It's not that documented in detail, and because we both have a lot experiences made in the past years with storage spaces, I try to bring that to the community, so everyone gets a better understanding of storage spaces, and maybe the hope was that they will going to lose the fear they have from Microsoft and storage. Wow. So we try to show them that it works, and to show them that we also have productive implementations and the experience for that.
And we enriched the presentations with a lot of experience we had from the field, because
the good and the bad ones.
The good and the bad ones, yes.
So why are the people interested in SMB?
Well, generally, I think it's not only SMB. The whole storage stack is a pain still, because storage is too expensive at all. It's always a question if it scales or not. How can you extend it? How do you maintain it? And I believe, or we believe, that Microsoft is doing a great job there. When they jumped into the storage stack with the storage spaces and scale-up file server, they mixed up the market. So they challenged the big storage vendors with features you normally get for high-priced licenses.
Okay. And what is a challenge from the customer perspective if you think about SMB?
Yeah, SMB, you mean the protocol, is something new. It's not really new. It's an old protocol. We all know it from when a client connects to a server. So we have our files, our Excel files, for example, on a server. And this protocol has a new version that is enriched with server features. And so they have to think a little bit different, because SMB is not the usual storage protocol. It is iSCSI or Fiber Channel. And the whole Microsoft story is new because we have now things like cheap JBoards. Normally you have an enterprise storage system that is very expensive, and now you have the cheap stuff, and you can do it yourself. There is of course some danger in that, doing it yourself, because it's not the box from the vendor where everything is nicely done and packaged. You can do it yourself. You can use these servers, these JBoards, these disks, these controllers, and everything went wrong.
You still have too much choices, so you have to get someone which made the experience in a hard way.
Yeah.
But then if you pick up the right components, you get a really nice solution for a fraction of the cost if you compare it to a enterprise I would say, enterprise storage system.
Yeah.
But yeah.
Okay, sorry.
No, but so also Microsoft do a few devices. Normally they don't do the hardware. So they have the software, they have made the protocol. What do the hardware? I mean, you say you could choose from different things. What do the hardware resellers? Have they solutions for SMB storage?
You first?
The big vendors, they would shoot themselves in the foot if they would produce a JBOD solution, because they live from the licenses, which the intelligence of an enterprise storage is not on the hardware, right? It's software. So they try to sell their features with the licenses or the price of the features they put into license packs, and Microsoft does it by the fact that they include everything in the cloud OS, or let's say in the server OS. So the hardware vendors, I think, are still afraid of the solution because they feel being in a pressure with the decision: do we produce a JBOD-based solution, and we might be in a danger that we lose business in the enterprise storage world? What do you think about?
Yeah, there are choices there, and when storage spaces started, there are only in Europe unknown vendors like Data One, who do a great solution, and some other vendors that are not well known in Europe. Now also the big vendors like Dell is the first one, or even Fujitsu I think is the name. They have also solutions where you can get the whole stack, JBODs, disks, servers, where you have a white paper how to install it and which firmware has to be on which component. And I think also the other big vendors are thinking about jumping on the storage space wagon, and we hope that, of course, because for a customer it's much easier if you have one hardware vendor and Microsoft as software vendor, and you have two people who you must talk to. It's something else if you have the JBOD from this company, the disks from this, the controllers from this one, and the server from another, and the software. So
I would love the big vendors jumping more into this space, because exactly the problem you explained I had with customers. They have a single hardware vendor policy internally. So you're not allowed to bring in any other vendor. Let's say if they have HP, you have to get a JBOD solution from HP then. Otherwise you're not supposed, or you're not able to bring in storage spaces into the company, and that's sometimes that hurts.
But I think they are, even HP is thinking about storage spaces. Maybe you saw some tweets about this, and they loosen up.
At least they keep an eye.
So, okay, then I say thank you very much for the interview, and I hope you have a nice day.
Thank you. Thank you.
Thank you.